Welcome back to my channel. In fact, yesterday I started on a new idea. In fact, when I was explaining these avatars, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, and then Narasimha, Vamana, Parshurama, then followed by Rama, Krishna, Buddha, and finally Kalki avatars. I didn't quite know what these numbers, I knew what they were. These were the serial numbers and these were the prime numbers. Not about that, but what exactly these represent in the first three avatars and next three avatars and next three avatars. That I got a new idea that these first three avatars, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha avatar, the serial numbers here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, till 29, let's say, are but the natural numbers. In the sense, serial number is raised to first power. First power is nothing but the natural number itself. And in the second set of avatars, that is Narasimha, Vamana, and Parshurama avatars, the numbers from 30 to 59 are in fact the squares. And in the third set of avatars, that is Rama, Krishna, and Buddha avatars, from 60 to 89, these are the cubes. So, and the Kalki avatar, of course, from 90 to 99 are fourth power. And after that, we have this VI. This actually denotes the good mother Vinata. VI is Vinata, and its prime number is her prime number is 100. The serial number is 100, and the prime number is 541. So these have the power, fifth power. I would explain with a different diagram so that you can understand better. Here, I explained this earlier in a previous video that it starts with the natural numbers. Here, 1, 2 combined together to give 3 square, 1 cube, 2 cube combined together give make 3 square, 3 square, 4 square make 5 square, 5 square, and 12 square make 13 square, 7 square and 24 square make 25 square. Like that, these are in fact called the what do you call Pythagorean triads. So that's we have actually why I came here is to explain. So this is basically where the single natural numbers themselves, not higher powers. So these are the natural numbers. If you, for example, if you have our own example of we are going from 13 to 14 right now. So this 13 means 1 plus 3, that's it. One natural number 1, natural number 3, 1 plus 3, the combination of 1 and 3. This is the combination of 1 and 4. Okay, so this is the firmament which has only 3 dimensions. This is the firmament which has 4 dimensions. So if similarly, if you come here, if you take 33, this means basically 3 square, 3 square. Here 34 means 3 square, 4 square. 35 means 3 square, 5 square. Like that. So mine will be 4 square and 2 square combination. So that is how, in the sense, this is the basically 3 squared and has 10 steps, 10 stages, in the sense 30 to 39 there are 10 phases. So this is 3 square only, 3 0 meaning 3 square at 0th phase of the 3 square to 9th phase of 3 square. These are the serial numbers. Similarly, 40 will be the first phase of 4 square. 49 will be ninth phase of ninth stage rather of 4 square. 5 square, this is first stage of 5 square, ninth stage of 5 square. Yeah, now coming to the third set of avatars, that is Rama, Krishna and Buddha avatars. These are basically nothing but serial number is raised to the third power. So third power in the sense, if 60 will represent 6 cube and the first stage of 6 cube, and 69 will represent the 6 cube and 9 cube, combination of 6 cube and 9 cube, like that. So this will be Krishna's first serial number will be 7 cube, the first phase of 7 cube, and 79 will be 7 cube and 9 cube, in the sense these are basically what I mean to say is these are basically the combinations of the cubes. This here, is the 8th cube and 2 cube. The combination of 8 cube over 8 cube, there is another 2 cube. So if you take it that way, so our present age is 69 here. So what does this 69 mean? In the very beginning, I started in fact with this diagram, 13 squared going up to 14 squared. And when I explained in the video, I showed you how 14 square fell down to 13 square basically. But now this is the redemption phase. So redemption happens on Garuda's full formation, in the sense that when 13 square becomes 14 square, that the 15 square would have totally formed, only then 14 squared will become the firmament, right? So this is basically when we say we are talking about the 69 phase 69, the what do you call the serial number 69 here. What exactly this means, that's what I am trying to explain here. Sophia, this is one is always one is the God Brahma, the basically light coming from Brahma to lower worlds. This is one. And Sophia was rather 27 squared when she was in the 14 squared level. That is N. The letter N, 14 is nothing but N, 13 is M. So Sophia was 27 squared when she was in the heaven. This is Mother Sophia, good Sophia. And this was basically 6 cube. This is 9 cube, all right, but the 9 cube was in the form of a square. I always tell you about how the universe looks like. I always show you one figure. Let me check and show you the same again. Here I always tell you, this is the abyss in the sense, this is the our world. This is abyss, basically 5 basic elements. After that you have 7 above earth levels, 7 planets rather, and then you have this border with heaven. And in the heaven I always show the ions in the shape of a square. These are square. So these are still energy ion emanations, but this is the 3-dimensional dark. You go down the line, it will get darker and denser. This is like the mouth of a python. In fact, it is W in the sense the 23rd 23rd letter W, 23 squared. She gobbles up everything, all the light coming from here into our system. She gobbles up all the energy, and she forms a denser and denser and thicker firmaments. So the W is the thickest firmament, right? So this is a square, so always that will be a square. So this Sophia here, though she is 9 cube, she was in the form of a square, 27 squared. So here, when Garuda is 15 squared, 6 is opposite of this 6, in the sense when if you look at the numbers of these things, what do you call here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, at the sixth level Garuda forms, and at the same stage you have even Kaliya. This is Kaliya, this is Garuda, and so this 6 is Garuda, this 6 is Mother, 27 squared. So the good Mother Sophia Vinitha, 27 squared. 22 squared is Vinitha, of course, but this is good Mother Sophia, the part of basically our here. This is father and this is mother, right? This mother is in the form of 27 squared here, and this is Garuda, the 6. And when she fell down to 13 squared, what she became was, uh, she was no more 27 squared. She became 9 cube. Both are same. These both 27 squared and 9 cube, both are same. I'll show you. See here, where is the, yeah. See, if say take 27 into 27, so this is 729. Similarly, 9 into 9 into 9, this is 729. So the thing is, the good Sophia and bad Sophia in the sense fallen Sophia, are both equal. She is one and the same. So Sophia, who is also the third son, as it is both a cube and a square, in a rebellious mood, created Kaliya, without involvement of God from unfertilized egg, which resulted in an androgynous premature creature with lion's head and snake's body. This is the guy, this is the Kaliya guy, 6 cube, or the Vasuki guy. This guy, fallen Sophia in the form of 9 cube, created this guy, and he was a premature, and they basically from what she created him. So as far as she was above this border in the heaven, she did not get any evil thoughts or rebellious thoughts, but one unfortunate weak moment, she felt that she can create on her own without one. Without the God, she thought she can create on her own, and the result was the Kaliya. And he was a premature baby. He lacked the first 1 cube and 2 cube. He had only 4 cube, 5 cube, and 3 cube. So 3, 4, 5 cubes only. He lacked 1 cube and 2 cube. So he was incomplete, and he took the shape of a snake. So that was the very unfortunate thing. See, it is not Kaliya's fault that he was born that way, but still, what he does after being born in that shape is what matters. And ever since, he has created this hell called Earth, and he's been torturing the human beings because basically he's jealous. He was not normal So he didn't like anyone who was normal like Garuda. Garuda, when fully formed, 15 squared, was a beautiful bird. So he was all jealous of Garuda, and he tried to basically keep the humans from graduating to heaven. He kept them under this border, within this border, and of course, the redemption will happen. Redemption happens on Garuda's full formation. The Garuda right now we have Arudra 5 cube here in our system, and once that for 5 cube fully forms, and then next 6 cube starts forming, then that guy will be Garuda. So yeah, that's the story of Garuda, this 69. There is so much behind this number 69. That is why I always insist on my whole theory started with this 196 falling to 169. So I hope you see now you understand fully what happened here. This 96 flipped to 69. Good mother 27 squared flipped to 9 cube. Good the and created Kaliya, that was Vasuki 6 cube guy, and eventually Garuda will form. And when Garuda forms, the 15 squared will be no more, and the 14 squared, as I told you, vowel will be the 14 squared, and UN will rule the lower world. That's part of the story. And yeah, I have some other on a relevant note, I will explain what yeah, that's why I said the Chaturtha Aditya Vinatantra, in the sense it was Gaia 3, right? Gaia 3. And here this is basically Ya is 25 squared in the sense he has all the 3, 4, 5. So that guy 25 squared, and Ya and a 3 is the cube. She was the cube. 9 cube gave birth to 6 cube. So that is the Gayatri mantra. So now what it should actually look like is like this. Yun, yeah, M will give way to N, and O will give way to U, as I told you about the vowels. So it will be Yun, Nahaha, M will not be there anymore. Janaha, Brahmaha, Tvaha, Tat, Tavitur, Varena, Bargo, Devatan, Dinahi, Diyo, Yuna, Prachodakshat. Wherever Ya is there, Ksha will replace Ya. So that's how the new Gayatri mantra will look like. And why and what is importance of the Chaturtha Vinatantra? In the sense, the Brahmanitra performs exactly the same duty as Vishwamitra. He was called Vishwamitra. It's a misnomer, basically. The grammar in Sanskrit says Vishwa plus Mitra will become Vishwamitra. When you say Vishwamitra, it could be Vishwamitra could be interpreted as Vishwa plus Amitra. A plus A become A. So this Vishwa plus Amitra will become Vishwamitra. This should not be pronounced as Vishwamitra. It should be pronounced as Vishwamitra if it was meant for good, but it is actually pronounced Vishwamitra, meaning he is the enemy of the world. It has that meaning. So anyway, leaving that apart, aside, Vishwamitra performed in grooming Rama to reach next goal Subha. So Vishwamitra was basically urging Rama to go to Bhur Bhuva Suvaha. So he was guiding Rama from here, Atala Vitala Bhur Bhuva Suvaha. He was guiding Rama to the world of Suvaha. So Brahmanitra would perform a same role. In fact, the only difference is that Brahmanitra grooms Arudra to reach next goal, Brahma Loka. So, as I told you, he will guide this guy, Arudra guy. Basically, I tell you about Arudra guy. Where is Arudra? Here, let us say. This is basically Rama sage. This is Arudra. This is sun sage. Basically, this is sun. This is Arudra. So Brahmanitra would guide Arudra. Arudra is in fact in the shape of a dragon. So he will guide Arudra to reach this Brahmaloka when the dragon shape of Arudra will be gone, and when this fully forms, this 15 squared fully forms, he will become a bird with beautiful plumes. Okay. So this is how he would look when the 15 square totally forms. But right now, Arudra looks like a dragon. In fact, he has wings, but he has the shape of a kind of a snake with feathered snake. He looks like a feathered snake here. But once this stage is completed, he will become a beautiful winged bird called Garuda. So that is the destiny of Brahmanitra. And then in the last video I have basically mapped them. There was a small flaw there. This 10 should be Matsya. These numbers are the from 1 to 10. This will be Matsyavatara will be 1 to 10. So I basically introduced one more level here, which was wrong, and I ended up associating Satyaloka with 130, which actually Satyaloka is 140. So I corrected that, and see here Matsaloka will end at 10, Kurma will end at 30, 20, Varaha at 30, Narasimha 40, Vamana 50, Parshurama 60, Rama 70, Krishna 80, Buddha 90, Kalki 100. So at the end of Kalki Avatara, 100 will be reached. So similarly, at the end of Rama Avatara, 70 will be reached. As I have shown you, see 69 at the end of 70 will be end of Rama's Avatara. So that is the end. Instead of showing the start, I showed the instead of showing the end, I showed the start there. So I corrected. Now they are correctly mapped. Brahmaloka is 140, 809, whatever be the prime number. Brahmaloka should be mapped with Satyaloka and 140. So this is the perfect one slide now. And what else we have to cover? There is this will definitely be a big video, a large one. So then next comes the reporting structure of gods. So what is the reporting structure of gods? I have told you 1, 3, 1 cube, 2 cube, that is Agni and Vayu report to Chandra. To get this number, you have to add these two numbers. In the sense, 1 plus 2 is 3. Chandra and Surya, 3 plus 4 report to 7 Rahu. 7 Rahu and 11 Ketu will report to 18 Ra. 18 and 29 report to 47. 47 and 76 report to 123. 123 and 199 report to 322. So just for the sake of meaningful title, since 18 cube is Ra, why I am calling 18 cube Ra, I'll show you. Because this is 44. Ra is 44. 193. 193 is nothing but 3 suns. 64 into 3 is 192. So Ra is the first guy who will handle 3 suns. So this is Ra basically. So that Ra being the boss here, I called him Ra, and thereon there are many Ras. So so I assigned for this Ra, you can as well call him the Ra 1, and this is Ra 2, Ra 3, Ra 4, Ra 5, Ra 6, Ra 7. So the first Ra, in the sense, earlier the Ras were used to live with humans. In the sense, Ra also lived with humans. In the sense, even gods lived with human beings for some time in the beginning. So, but right now, as we all know, Ra is now not with us. Okay, only Rahu and Ketu are the last planets we have. Above Rahu and Ketu, we don't have any planets, right? So this Ra guy is above these two planets, in the sense he is ruling from heaven, not here, not from earth. So this is a border. Actually, till here, this is our sphere, our 13th lokas, 13 lokas, and from here the 14th loka will start. So and then PA is 42nd prime number, and its value is 181, whose square root is 13.45. So you can say this is 11. So I will be somewhere around here between 11 cube and 18 cube. I'll be there. So PA controls a combination of 7 cube and 11 cube partially, because this is 13.545 only, cube only. So he can control the 7 cube and 4 cube combination partially only, but is capable of controlling 11 cube, represented by KKK, as K is 11th letter in English alphabets. So I always tell you, I associate numbers with letters. So K 11 is associated with K. So 11 cube is nothing but KK. K is it's represented as KKK. Or Neptune. Neptune is KKK fully. So 13.45 can handle 11 cube fully, but the combination of 7 cube and 4 cube, it cannot, the PA cannot control. So it may not be amiss to say that here the KKK means Ku Klux Klan, a white supremacy sect. So I don't know whether it's just a coincidence or It is indeed their symbol, 11 cube. I'm damn sure it is 11 cube is their symbol, no doubt. But I don't know if they named it after the same. Anyway, so that is the reporting structure. So Agni Vayu reporting to Chandra, Chandra Surya reporting to Rahu, Rahu Ketu report to Ra, Ra and Ra2 report to Ra3, Ra3 Ra4 report to Ra5, Ra5 Ra6 report to Ra7. That's the reporting structure here. I just wanted to let you know the reporting structure. And then, of course, there is one more thing I wanted to discuss. So that is basically earlier in the rule of Ya, PA 42 was split into two unequal parts of 23 and 29. Here, if you see, this is basically Ya's structure. This is 19. There was in the folds of the coils, the coils of the snake part of Yald bath had a small coil and a bigger coil. If you observe, this is smaller than this bigger coil, right? So this was 19 and this was 23. So W is 23, S is 19. As I always tell you, W is the innermost, the hardest, the thickest part of the our small universe. So this is 23 squared is nothing but the rock part, hard rock part in the Patala. Patala is basically made up of this material. 19 is of course the mother of all snakes, in the sense 19 splits into different components of light in the in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So this is that S. This yeah. So this is light split into smaller parts, and this is the core uh, inner rock bottom of the Pathala. And then what happened? And now it is split into two equal symmetrical parts of 21 each. 42 is equal to 21 plus 21 also. 42 can be divided into 21 and 21 also. So what is this 21? If you look at this is the 21, in the sense this is W, this is reverse W, this is one U, this is another U, this is double U, mind you. Okay, this double is reversed, the M is here, whatever light comes from here 21 squared, the M absorbs it and relates it to the U's. This 13 takes the energy and relates it to 21 squared and 21 squared. So do you get the difference? Here the coils were, one was small and the other was big, and here they have changed to uniform U, two U's. This, what does it remind you of? This reminds you of, basically, I will show you this guy, right? And that guy, I need to photograph. Yeah, this guy. This is one U. This is another U. So this is U and this is U. If you see, you can see the shape of W. This is nothing but W. So this guy was rooster headed, that guy was lion headed, and this guy was rooster headed, in the sense. So that means where were we? Yeah, here this guy was lion headed and he had one small coil and one big coil, that is Yaldabath. This guy had a rooster head here, and he had two snakes as legs, for legs. So these are the two legs, his legs. Here his head will be somewhere here, rooster head. So that is the difference. So PA2 40 PA, which is 42, splits in two ways, in these two ways. And so in the immediate future, that is Krishna's age, RA 42, as I told you, this guy Ra, this is the RA, who is nothing but, I will show you, this Ra 44 guy, 44 means he in this phase, the 44 among this set of avatars, the 44 means 4 square 4 square. So 4 square is 16, 4 square is another 16. So that guy, yeah, again. So this guy, Ra 44, will take over, meaning the prime number 44, 193, 3 into 64 is 992. So he handles 3 sons here, 44 guy will be presiding deity, and thus good mother Vinita 22 will become the mother in his reign. In his reign, Vinita, good mother Vinita, will come into picture. This is P16 square, that is the Ra. P is in fact the Ra. So that is one thing, and yeah, same thing I explained here, I hope. Yeah, right. So no, 1 second. That's yep, yeah. There is this whole process is called WPIV. Basically, in the common knowledge, there is one what do you call sitcom serial called the New Heart. New Heart. I will tell you why it is called New Heart. So, in that serial, the office of the serial making TV studio is WPIV. So I got this idea from that, and W is actually should look like this, right? Two U's placed side by side should have been called W, but instead we call two V's placed side by side W, right? How does the letter W look like? This is how it looks like, not like this. This is omega actually. In the Christianity, Christ says, I am the Alpha, I am the Omega. So this is that Omega. But this is V and V, two V's combined together is being called WV. So that's a misnomer. Anyway, so this is called the process of the conversion of U to V. As I have just now explained here, here we had two U's, and here they have become two V's. So that process is called WPIV. Double V it should be basically, but they call it WPIV. So now PA 42, that is 21 plus 21, is W, right? 21 is one U, 21 is another U, and U is 21, this U is 21, and pi is of course 22 by 7. Why what is pi, I have explained in my previous video, so please check back. This is V. This is good mother V. Vinita is 22. V is 22nd letter, and another V is 22nd letter. So the total is 44. As I told you, 44 is 4 square and 4 square. That is this guy. 4 square is 16 square. 4 square is 16 square, and P, the letter P is denoted by 16 square as per my theory. So this guy is the Ra. So I am somewhere here. I was here, in the sense I was here. 21 square, 21 square, 21 plus 21, 42. 42 guy is supplies energy to this 23 squared, But in the immediate future, as I have told you, the age of 69 is over and the age of 70 has already begun. I will show you once again. Here 69 is over, in the sense the age of Kaliya 6 cube and 9 cube is of course the fallen Sophia. So the age of Kali and fallen Sophia is over, and Krishna has already taken over, in the sense earlier we used to have in the Chichen Itza pyramid, when it was constructed, 91 steps, that is 3 cube, 4 cube, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, so 91 steps and 7 planets. Here now we have 91 steps, the 3 cube, 4 cube and 9 steps, meaning the age of Krishna has already begun, and so that means there's one sun and 2 moons, in fact. So that makes 118, and that completes the pyramid here. So we have already gone past this stage and entered this stage, and next of course it will go on improving, adding more power, more energy. Here for example, let's say 3 cube and 5 cube, that is Arudra and moon will be there. Here moon and Arudra again, moon and Kaliya, and here this is 3-7 will be here for the first time the Rahu guy appears, the moon and Rahu guy. So similarly, but clearly we are past this stage and enter the next stage. We have right now we have moon, sun, and nine in the sense 9 planets. So yeah, sorry. Okay, where were we? Here. Yeah, good mother. Here. Yeah, 22, 21, 21, 42 actually supplies energy to this system, but Ra comes into picture very soon, and it will be 4 in the sense 4 square plus 4 square, that he will supply energy to 22 and 22 plus 22. So that will be parallel, two parallel, what do you call, multiverses, parallel universes. Two parallel worlds exist here, and each will have one mother, good mother Vinitha. Here 22 squared, 22 squared. That is one thing. And what else I have left out? Yes, ultimate, the ultimate design of the gods. Basically, in Sanatana Dharma, there are 33 gods. Everyone knows and accepts. The split of whom is as follows: 11 Rudras from A to K, letters A to K, 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, 1 to 12 cube, 1 cube to 12 cube, 8 Vasus, that 8 planets, or the elements, natural elements, 8 natural elements, 2 Prajapatis. Who are these Prajapatis? One is Laya, one is basically Z. Z is nothing but the letter Dhruva. Dhruva is one Prajapati, and then here it is showing wrongly as Kashyapa, but it is not Kashyapa, Laya. In the sense, these two here, this is one Prajapati and this is another Prajapati. This is Dhruva and this is Laya. So Daksha, though he is there, he is not considered. In this model, Daksha does not have much role to play, except that Laya, this guy, why married his daughters. So that is the only importance he had there. But now, uh, uh, but in the new Nutan Dharma, there are 56 gods. Why 56? I'll show you. Here, this is the 56. In Krishna's age, there will be 56 twin worlds, Dwapara. So Dwapara is this guy, Dwa is two piece, Dwapara, Ra is the Ra, Dwapara. So in this age, basically, there will be two parallel worlds, 22 square, 22 good mother Vinita and another good mother Vinita. So that basically that is what this means, 56 gods. And the split of whom is as follows, 22 Rudras, because since they are two worlds, as I have shown just now, I will show you in a clearer picture so that you can see here. See here, this is one world, this is another world, these are two parallel worlds, and so here 11 Rudras here, 11 Rudras here make 22 Rudras. 8 Vasus here, 8 Vasus here make 16 Vasus. And of course, from here to here, there will be 16 Adityas. So that is what this means. 22 Rudras, 11, 11. 16 Vasus, 8, 8, 8 Vasus each, 16 Adityas from 1 to the 16 cube, 1 cube to 16 cube, and 2 Prajapatis. So who are these 2 Prajapatis? Let us see. The 2 Prajapatis here will be Brahma, one, and directly under Brahma, the other Prajapati is Daksha. Daksha and Brahma and Daksha rule the world directly. Brahma directly rules this world. The avatar Yoga Purusha will be Krishna, and Krishna will be the kind of Christ, and these two are the energy distributors. This is the Parabrahma 16 cube, and this is basically Daksha, the good ruler. Daksha itself, the word Daksha in Sanskrit means able administrator. Daksha. Dakshata means ability. He is the the good administrator, and under this good administrator, Brahma rules directly the lower world. So that is one thing. So same thing I have shown it here. Here you can see Rudras are 22, and then 16 Vasus, 2 pairs of 8 each. Who are the Rudras? Vasus. The Vasus are basically Agni, Vayu, Bhumi, Jala, Chandra, Surya, Arudra, and Nakshatras. These are the 8 Vasus, and since there are 2 worlds there, there will be 16 Vasus. And then Adityas, of course, 16 cube. 16 cube is the Parabrahma. And the Prajapatis, when it comes to Prajapatis, there will be Brahma and Daksha, 2 Prajapatis. So if you take total of these, all of these, how much will it come to? 22 Rudras plus 16 Vasus plus 16 Adityas plus 2 Prajapatis. It comes to 56. That's the architecture of the next world. Yeah, so I think I have pretty much covered everything. So yeah. So I call this the new Gnostic GEETHA by Prasad Yamalati. This is my name. my first name is Prasad, last name is Vimulapalli. So I call this new Gnostic Gita. So if you have any doubts, you can leave comments anytime. So thank you for watching the video, and let us meet some other time. Bye.